What's going on, YTPC? City Blaze here. I'm here, as promised, making a video about all my corncob pipes. The video's title is Not All Corncob Pipes Are Made Equal. They're not, okay? Even though I have never bought a corncob pipe from any other corncob manufacturer other than Missouri Meerschaum. I think they're great, but there are some pros and cons in the collection of corncob pipes that they do sell. I'm a big advocate of US made products, so I'm really happy they're doing what they're doing, and I do encourage people buying from them. That being said, again, not all corncob pipes are made equally. Also, my beef perhaps does not continue with Burley's. My very first video I made was about Burley's and how much I hated Burley's and I didn't understand them. Well, it turns out a little bit of experience and the right type of tobacco really matters. It's kind of like saying I don't like aromatics. Well, perhaps, but you might run into one or two that you do like. I did run into a pure Burley that I do like. I actually have been smoking quite a bit of it. It is aged. It is the 4th generation 1931. And guess what? So when I went into the brick and mortar store to get this, I saw it and I wanted to give 4th generation a try, because again, if you look at my very first video, I'm just going on and on about how I don't get Burleys and how they taste like cigarettes and it's just whatever, And this tin was all white, pretty much. It's like brown and white. The tin that I did purchase in my first video that I did was white, and it's like greenish, it's like teal. It's like somewhat of a teal color. I thought that this tin was different than the other tin. Now, well, the tin is, but the tobacco inside. I was actually mistaken. When I went home and I fished out the tin that I purchased several years ago that I did the video on, I looked and I did see that it was 4th generation 1931. The color on the tin was different, but it was the same exact tobacco inside. Now, I loved the tobacco that's in here. It is aged quite a bit too. This is 2016. Maybe that made a bit of a difference, but then again, I can't recall what the date on the other tin was. But anyway, I don't want to segue too much. But give it some time, and you might compromise with the type of tobacco. Also, let me mention one other quick thing before I leave the whole Burley thing. I'm just gonna leave it to rest for forever. I do also have Haunted Bookshop that I smoke occasionally, and that is a fairly Burley kind of a blend compared to this aged 1931 by 4th generation. Yeah, that's just my opinion. And I did buy this really awesome pipe same time I purchased this. Support your local brick and mortar. If they're fair, don't let them price gouge you either. My favorite one is very close to me, and I go there frequently, and they're great. Now, back to corncob pipes. This wonderful box is a gift from Mrs. City Blaze. There was an item in here. It was not just the box. The box came in a box, which was boxed within another box, and it was gift wrapped for Christmas. Nevertheless, kept the box. It's pretty cool. Got my name on it, stage name on it. Anywho, let's get to corn cobbing. Now, I did mention that Missouri Meerschaum does make a lot of affordable pipes. They make some pricier pipes. I mean, in like the $40 range. One of the affordable ones, I tend to go mid-range, okay? And I believe that the ones that are too affordable they could be your tester pipes, they could be your taster pipes, they could be pipes that you want to beat around, you want to take on do what you want with them, okay? I personally value some of my nicer pipes. I take care of them. Let me make my point. Recently, Missouri Mushroom had this here, okay? Black coated, a beautiful band, by the way. This is probably the best thing about this pipe. It's a beautiful brass band. I don't know if it is actual brass, but it certainly has the color of brass. Anyway, these were $12.99. It's fantastic, great for $12.99. Downfalls: plastic stem, but again, $12.99. Let's have that in consideration. The black paint, it looks beautiful. I love it. There was another one, another model of it, which I purchased, and it is one of my favorite ones, and I primarily smoke English out of it. Let me fish it out. Please tell me I have it in here. I have to have it in here. I think it might be. That's not it. Is this it? No, that's not it. You know what? I may have broken my promise, and I think I did. Where is that thing? Well, anyway, wherever it is, it looks identical to this. And when I saw this online not too long ago, I purchased two of them. I purchased one or two of them, and then I went back and I purchased more. Now, again, with the black paint, it's a very thick coat of black paint, and you do smell it, okay? You do smell it. I don't know how long it's gonna take for it not to smell like paint, like lacquer, or what have you. And again, I've expressed my opinions on the plastic stem. Moving forward, same pipe. This time, I believe I took some kind of a solvent, I don't remember exactly what I took, but I believe it might have been alcohol or nail polish remover. And I stripped some of that paint off. And I made the pipe look a little bit different than others. And I do smoke Burleys out of this one here, okay? It doesn't have too much of a fragrant of a smell like that paint lacquered scent that you get. Moving on, let's see here. Again, I have those. This one here. Now this one's here is an interesting one. Obviously, it is the same exact thing. We'll take the tip off. Just to prove a visual point here. Same pipe. Here's what I've unknowingly, or I guess, see, I got busy fingers, and I was trying to experiment with this pipe. I was trying to sort of burn off the scent, the lacquered out of it. Not a good move, not the best move. I kind of ruined the finish, and I still could take the paint off of it with alcohol or polish remover. But in doing so, I discovered something. I discovered that the bottom of these pipes, look at this. The bottom of these pipes are incredibly soft. So with my nail, I literally dug a crater on the bottom of the pipe. And when I sort of deflowered this one as well, I took the Missouri Meerschaum sticker off. I noticed that this one also has this soft bottom. Now, I do think, I mean, obviously this is, they'll drill a hole through it, and then they'll patch, they'll patch the bottom of it once they insert the shank. Now, for the more expensive ones, and expensive meaning in your $20 range, right? So we have here the Boone. On this one, you could visually see, I have not taken the tag off, but you could see and you could somewhat feel that the bottom end patch is a lot firmer now. Whether they use some kind of a cheap plaster or it feels like foam, right? Now, whether they use foam or plaster, some weird cheap plaster, or even shavings of the corn cob to patch the bottom of it, I don't know. What I do know is I don't really like it much. These ones will last a very, very long time if you take care of it, if you don't burn through them, if you don't put them out in the wind while you're driving or what have you. I don't know why you do that. So would I recommend these ones, the less expensive ones? Sure. Get them if you're going to be smoking, if you're going to be experimenting with aromatics, if you're going to be experimenting especially with Lakelands, or especially if you're going to experiment with stuff that has deer tongue in it. Deer tongue tends to ghost, and Lakelands are very heavy, and they tend to ghost. I actually have a dedicated Lakeland one here. I don't remember what the model was on this one. This is a perfectly nice one. I like it. And I specifically use this for Lakeland blends. San Logowith, which one was it? Grousmer? I believe that's the one that I have, the strongest Lakeland. Okay, moving on. Now, given this into consideration, I also have the Country Gentleman, two of which stem I probably, I know where that stem is. That stem is nowhere to be found, but no worries nevertheless, because before I get to the Country Gentleman, this is the Country Gentleman, and it does have a black stem coming out of it, and it is plastic, and so is this. By the way, these two are $18.99, $19 or something like that, okay? These two here, the Boone and the Country Gentleman. I love the Boone, actually. But yes, it does come with a plastic stem. Now, what can you do, okay, to kind of upgrade? Well, here we go. For the first time, I did order the Vermont Freehand stems. And I was waiting for this video so I could actually detach the one from the Boone and attach either color, either one, whatever stem I have over here. And it makes for a very, very interesting pipe. Now, the stem that you probably will or will not purchase from Vermont Freehand, they have shorter ones, they have longer ones, they have bent ones. I have purchased the straight ones. This is the longest one. I believe they categorize it from A to G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and like the different models. And then given the different model, you would choose the color. So it'd be like a drop-down menu. Let's say you get the B model and then choose which color you want after that. I did purchase the straight ones. They are, how much are they? $8? No, crap, I forgot. I shouldn't have. I believe they are $18 if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. It's not that cheap, but it looks phenomenal. I just like long stems. It kind of makes it like a half-assed church warden. And again, I'm gonna use it for the Bone, and I'm gonna use it for the Country Gentleman. Which color for where, I haven't figured that part out. I think I like this actually. This is gonna be fine. This is gonna be fine. This is where I'm gonna keep these at. The pipe is in itself about $20, and the stem is, well, $20. Now, makes it a $40 pipe. That you can have almost forever if you do take care of them. Um, Having that in consideration, there is another option here. I don't know what model this is, and I forgot what model this is. It's this here. It is again oh yes, I have peeled off the sticker on the back. I have peeled off the sticker on the bottom end of it, rather, of this one. And these are, I think these go for like, geez, $24 or something like that. This is not the same as this. These are not. This is not the $12 one. And over time, this actually worn out. But when you look on the bottom of these, this appears to be wood. This appears to be wood. It feels like wood, and I cannot scrape it off as nearly as easy as I could with the less expensive, cheaper ones. I'm gonna call it cheaper because it is what it is. Okay. These ones here, I think for the extra $10, you should get something that has a good firm cap on the bottom. Okay, these have that foamy, almost like plywoodish cap on the bottom. I haven't seen anybody bring this up. So, and I do believe, because they are in the approximate same price range, the Boone, the Country Gentleman, and this gentleman have the same type of cap on the bottom. I think instead of buying 3-4 of the other ones, you should probably invest in buying 1 or 2 of the ones that are priced at about $20. Now, another thing that I do want to bring up, and I do want to do this fairly, so. All right, I was gonna take the stem off. And this happened. I told you guys I bought a few of these. I was gonna show you that this that there was some cracking around the stem and the cob, the pipe itself. And as I was about to show you, I wanted to take this off because I was gonna make another point with this stem. Which, okay, as I was gonna do that in here, the stem came off. The shank, rather, came off. Well, there was my point. There is my point. I will be throwing this away, obviously, and I will be most likely saving the brass-looking belt in here. I did buy a brass belt, actually, from, which I do know is brass, from Vermont Freehand. It is thicker. You could see it. It's thicker, and I know it's brass because they said it's brass, and I believe them. Wow, that was really funny, actually. That was funny. Yeah, so there's that too. So less expensive equals cheap on these ones here. This is a point well made right in front of you. It was about to happen, I swear to God. And okay, now it looks like this one's doing the same thing. Again, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 of them. I bought 5 of them, and 5 times 13 is, go figure. That's why I'm not a doctor. All right, I'm a filmmaker. Anywho, wow, yeah. So then, this is what you can do with it. A little bit more careful with this one. Sorry for the camera shake. I saw that. I had purchased. Oh, yeah. By the way, these ones here. That's not the right stem. Sorry. This one came with this stem. I believe it was either this one or this stem. So, as you could see, I save my stems. Unfortunately, I didn't save the stem from my emerald bent pipe that I had, and I believe I lost that pipe. But anywho, save your stems. Some of the pipes come with really, really nice stems, like this one here. I purchased the pipe. I can't remember which. Oh, yes, I do. It was this one here. Again, another one from Missouri Meerschaum, and this one is the CND edition. I did saw off this tip end of it. It was just really annoying. It had this rim on top of it. It made filling the pipe extremely kind of difficult, kind of irritating for me, really. And this pipe came with this stem originally, and Once I sawed off the top of that, the pipe kind of became undesirable to me, to be very honest with you. I removed the stem off of this and I did place it on this other corn cob. And now I just use this for dark fired blends. Dark fired Virginias, think of your ODFs and so forth. So that's that. And furthermore, let's see. I do have this corn cob. I don't remember when I got it. It did come with this very, very cool tip. Okay, this stem is amazing. Again, it was about $23 if I'm not mistaken. Fantastic pipe, and I do use this for my Lakeland blends as well. No, I'm so sorry. Do I? Yes, I do use this for my Lakeland blends. They're cool. It just looks good. It feels good, and again, the bottom end of it is capped correctly, to my liking. Okay, with better material, whatever that is. And also for Mrs. Blaze, I bought this for myself. Again, this was $23, and I think price, and I think it is called the, what is it called? I want to say the Alaskan, but it's not called the Alaskan. But anyhow, you'll see it. You'll recognize the red tip. I probably should have researched it because I knew I was. Well, I'm gonna finish the video. I'm gonna press the stop button on my telephone, and I'm gonna remember it right then and there. So this one here again, the hole is extremely small, but it doesn't mean it's a bad pipe. This was $23 when I put it in my shopping cart. It comes with a very nice acrylic stem. I mean, to me, I don't know, man. Like, to me, the stems have a lot to do with the pipe's character. I identify what I smoke out of each corn cob based off the stem. So this here is great. It's really good. It's very light. You can clench it. It's super light. It's a bit bent, and it's great for quick, if you just want a quick 10-minute smoke. You don't want to, pack your pipe in a huge bowl. These are fairly big. I think these are probably the biggest ones you can get, with the exception of this churchwarden looking guy. It's bare, and if you Google, you'll find out. I want to see if this is a particular. No particular one, but anywho, again, beautiful stem, beautiful. Looks like it almost looks like an emerald. It's gorgeous. If you Google, you can find out the type of plaster that they use to wrap the corn cobs, because this is nude. It's not smooth. And again, I did the research and I forgot which particular plaster they use. So you can do that if you want to. You can cover it up if you want to. I'm thinking about buying it and covering it up too. But anyway, yeah, so there's this. Use it for what have yous. But I believe that is approximately it as far as my corn cob collection. I'll probably show you guys the whole thing. Well, thoughts, right? My final thoughts are, if you're gonna buy a corn cob and you know what you're gonna buy it for, right? You buy a pipe, right? I bought this pipe. I want to dedicate this pipe to Burley's. I buy, a corn cob, for example, this one, I want to dedicate this for Lakeland blends, okay? This one is my dark fired Virginias. It symbolizes it with the black shank and the really pretty, fiery looking mouthpiece here. And obviously you could upgrade with the Vermont stems, Vermont freehand stems. They are beautiful. I chose these long ones. Maybe you can choose a different style if it fits your fancy. But again, to say, not all corn cobs are built the same way, if you ask me. The difference between $12.99, $13, and $19 not that great of a, the extra $6 is not going to kill you. Even if it is, you're going to get it as a beater pipe, even if you do get it as an aromatic pipe, even if you do get it as a tester pipe. In my opinion, Missouri Meerschaum pipes are great, but it kind of depends on what price range that you buy them at. Now they do have some that are like $40 or so forth, and maybe even a little more, $43. I know there's this, there's that triangular one, or that it looks to be like a rattlesnake or something like that. Certain ones are in the $30-40 range. In my humble opinion, the mid-range $20 ones, especially the Boone and the Country Gentleman. The Country Gentleman's a classic. You could even buy it off of Amazon, and other different sellers will have them, are the perfect corncob pipe, in my opinion. And I did have the Emerald Bent. That is also a wonderful pipe. It is very similar to the Country Gentleman. I believe it might be a little bit smaller than this. The Boone, I believe, is the biggest one. So if you're looking for a nice, big, thick, bordered pipe, so it doesn't really respect fire too much and it won't burn your fingers, I think this is a great choice. These are my top favorite ones, and that is why I went ahead and spent the extra money and got the stems for them. I will tell you one thing. I really like these pipes. I like them so much that I might buy another couple of them to replace some of the ones that I desire less. And for obvious reasons, you know? Really, for obvious reasons. I can't believe it. Now, wait a minute. Now that the shank is off, and I know this is not going to be a useful pipe anymore, I'll probably cut this in half and really see what's that cap on the bottom. Well, that is it for me. Thank you for watching. I have some really cool people that comment on my videos, and I really appreciate them. Cheeky, you're one of them, from South Africa. That's great. That's a cool name. Thank you for all the comments and the encouragements, and I'm glad you guys watched it. And I hope you enjoy the content. And also, again, not all pipes are created equal. Just buy something within that $20 range if you're in the US. If you're in that $20 range of the Missouri Meerschaum corn cobs, and you will have a much better bottom cap than you do with these with a lot less expensive ones. I don't know. To me, I don't think it's worth. I don't think these are worth it anymore. I really don't think these are worth it, especially that thing coming off right in the middle of my video. Kind of proved my point. So, that being said, the point of enjoying a good tobacco is actually not getting bad flavoring or smells or anything like that, anything awkward from your pipe. The more you enjoy holding your pipe, the more you enjoy the stem being in your mouth, the more, whatever style you like to smoke your pipe, whatever that is and however that is, as an American, I think like we're a little spoiled on what we can get, because we can get quite a bit of tobacco. Not everybody's like that. I have a friend who's probably watching, who's probably going to see the video, and he's in Romania. He talks about, having a hard time acquiring tobacco. So if you're getting some really good tobacco, okay, you wanna have the best experience and the fullest experience and the fullest flavor, and just overall enjoy the tobacco that you are burning inside your pipe. And I do believe that you should get a decent. That being said, that's my cue to shut the heck up and wrap this over. Okay?